Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're taking a look at another figure from the Discover the Force 3D line, and this one is the Naboo pilot. Now this is a really cool figure, although it does share some similarities to the Rick Ollie figure that's also available in this wave. So I'll talk about those similarities and the minor differences as well in just a moment. Before I do, we're going to take a look at the packaging that the figure comes in. And once again, we do have the packaging very similar to the Movie Heroes line. However, in this instance we have a pair of 3D glasses attached to the side. So we have Darth Maul up top, image of the Naboo pilot on the side, 3D glasses attached to the packaging, and of course they can be used to view the 3D image that is on the back of the card. So again, if you have a pair of 3D glasses at home, feel free to pause the video and check out that 3D image. The figure also comes with a battle game card and a display stand. So you've obviously got the black display stand, as is the case with all of the Discover the Force figures. You've also got the battle game card there, with the image at the top and the image on the back. And the figure itself is very cool. We've never actually received a generic Naboo pilot in the figure line before, so this is the first time figure, and it's a completely brand new one. Doesn't borrow any parts from existing figures, and even the parts that it does borrow are from brand new figures, so it's not a bad one whatsoever. As I said, he does share some similarities to the Rick Ollie figure, which is also available in the Discover the Force 3D line. The only differences between the figures are the fact that the head sculpt is obviously different, mainly because they're two different characters, and of course the helmet is different as well. In this instance we have the goggles attached to the top of the helmet, whereas on Rick Ollie the goggles cover the face. In terms of accessories, the first one obviously is the helmet, which can be removed, and you've got the generic pilot head sculpt underneath. That fits nicely on top of the figure's head, and obviously it looks much better with the helmet on than he does with it off. He also comes with a soft goods trench coat, which is made of a similar material to the Jedi robes that previous figures have worn. Obviously it's designed a lot differently, it's a completely different colour, and you've also got no hood on the back. Instead you've got this sort of collar. Just get the camera to focus in on that. And you've also got a sort of belt attachment around the back. Kind of looks like a bathrobe or something. He also comes with a blaster pistol, and that can be stored inside a holster on his belt. I'll give you a better look at that blaster pistol in my next review. I'm going to give you a look at Rick Ollie. This blaster pistol is the same one that is included with the Naboo Royal Guard from the Vintage Collection. And speaking of that figure, the Naboo pilot borrows the legs from the Naboo Royal Guard. So in terms of articulation, this figure has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, elbows and swivel forearms. He has a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ankles. So he's a really good figure, and I believe this guy's getting a reissue on a Vintage Collection card back later on in the year. So if you miss out on this figure, don't worry, he will be available again later on down the line. So before we wrap up this review, we're going to take an in-depth zoom and give you a look at this guy in some more detail. Give you a look at some of the sculpting details that he has. Some really nice detail on the helmet there. Facial sculpt is really nice as well. You've got some really cool pouches and cables and all that kind of stuff on the outfit as well. In fact, while we're here, I'll take out the blaster pistol from the holster and give you a look at that as well. It does fit in there really tightly there, so it can be quite fiddly to get out. There we go. So that's the blaster pistol that comes with the figure. So a very cool figure for the most part, and definitely one that I would recommend picking up. If you only want one Naboo pilot in your collection, then I'd probably recommend picking up Rick Ollie, because obviously he's character specific, whereas this guy's sort of a generic army builder. But he's a great figure, and he's certainly going to look very cool inside the upcoming Naboo Starfighter that's coming out in the 2012 line. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at the Naboo pilot from the Discover the Force 3D line. And I'll be back with some more figures from this wave very soon. As I said, we'll be taking a look at Rick Ollie next, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, keep collecting, and may the force be with you.